Hello, and welcome to A Few Minutes with Marvin. I am Marvin, and I inspire those who aspire to make positive changes in their lives. I was inspired to make a video based on how you would respond in case of an emergency. And an emergency could be, a child getting hurt or fire um, in your home or wherever you may be in a building. And we've all been trained in those since we were born, pretty much through fire drills and things of that nature in schools and at work. So we know the stop, drop, and roll type of response to any emergency, and not our natural common sense usually takes control um, in situations of emergency. But what I really want to know is, do you react or do you respond? And what's the difference, you may ask? And it's natural for us during a time of crisis when we're put, or we, doesn't even have to be fear based, but if something happens that we're not expecting, that we react. And we can react with worry or doubt or fear. But I'm talking about, how do you respond when faced with a situation of crisis? Not that we're in danger of that, mind you, but we just went through 2020 and it showed that we all are very resilient and we all made the necessary changes to cope with our new way of life. And 2021 will probably prove to be no different. So my question is, how are you going to respond in 2021 to any new things or events that may occur? Are you going to react out of anger or fear? Let me just tell you, those wouldn't be the wrong answers. In fact, in time of any crisis, I encourage you to accept what you're feeling, accept the fear, accept the guilt, accept the anger, um, but don't hold on to them. So your initial response will be to react, and it's okay. React in the manner that's appropriate for you, what you're feeling, your emotions. Let those come out. But then immediately respond with calm in any situation. Again, it doesn't have to be a critical emergency. It could just be something minor. It doesn't have to be major or minor. Whatever the situation may be. Your internet goes out, or there's a blackout. How would you respond? Um, I encourage you to respond with calm. Take a deep breath, very deep breath, slowly let it out, and then go through your mind. What steps do you need to take? If you do it out of instant reaction and fear or anger, or 9 times out of 10, the reaction is going to cause the situation to get worse. So I'm here to tell you that reacting calmly, taking a deep breath, even if you have to act quickly, but take that moment to calm yourself, to center yourself, to know where you need to go next and what you need to do next. For instance, in the event of a power outage, you don't know how long that power outage is going to last for. Have you prepared for this? A lot of us have, but just having a flashlight with extra batteries, candles readily available with a lighter nearby it, or matches nearby it, extra bottled water, some canned goods that don't need to be heated up, or having a small burner with propane. Most people would say get it, have a generator, but that's not most people's reality. There's first no place to store it, and second, generators are expensive. But and that's what the crux of this video is. It's preparedness. First react, allow your reaction to be there, then look at the situation calmly and decide what you need to do in that situation. And then third, if you were proactive, then there's really not a lot to worry about because you're ready. So preparedness is a big part of how to cope or how to respond to an emergency situation, no matter what it is. It could be, a bad winter storm. It could be a power outage. It could be internet going down and, communication lines going down. And in that instance, there's not a lot you can do anyway. So remaining calm is the best solution. Panicking doesn't really do much to help the situation, and in many cases, it'll make it worse. Um, the calmer you are, the calmer everybody else around you will be, and a lot can be managed with calmness versus overreacting or panicking or allowing to be swept up in what's going on. Um, and it's all about energy as well, your own personal energy. What you put out in that moment is what will emanate. So if you react with calm and a little patience and assessing the situation versus reacting and wanting to jump out the window, your your positive energy in that moment will serve you and serve everybody around you, whether it's family or friends, or if you're in a community or you happen to be at a function. Your positive, calm energy will help the situation. It really will. Your energy will vibrate to other people, and in that moment of your calm, it will calm everyone else, and then cooler heads will prevail because then collectively you can decide what is the best next course of action. And it helps you be a leader, because let's face it, in times of emergency and crisis, people look to others to not just have an answer, but to stay calm and handle the situation so that you know no one gets hurt. So are you that person? You don't have to be, but being centered and calm will naturally make you that person that people rely on. And it's not about being a leader, it's about being an example. So choosing to live as the example in a crisis situation is going to serve a lot of people. And it doesn't mean that you're right and your way is the right way. It just means that in a time of crisis, your energy, your calm, will help people get through it. And that's what this world needs more than anything else, is compassion and kindness and thought leaders, people that will react or not react, respond into situations where it soothes other people and where it settles the situation down. And again, you don't have to be that person, but you can recognize that person, and that person will help you remain calm. And then you can assist. So, just like in the airplanes where, if you're sitting in an aisle seat, you're expected to help others exit the plane in case of an emergency. And that can happen in any situation. It doesn't have to be an airplane, doesn't have to be a crisis. Just something that people react to, that you can respond to keep the situation under control, or, you know, not allow it to get out of control. And it's important. It's important to know this now and going forward, so we don't know what the future may bring or what the future holds. I am projecting a positive energy towards the future, one filled with, just good vibrations and happiness and settled, calm, people uniting versus being divided as seemingly we are now. So, how are you going to respond to an emergency? It's a good question to ask, and it's good to be prepared for it. So, think on that for a little while. Go back to your old days of school when you had the fire drills and things, and remember what you did in those situations, or what you were expected to do, and or what we were taught, and just apply them to now in everyday life to any situation. And it's just it's just a good thing to go back to. Um, and again, it has nothing to do with anything that's going on in the world now. Um, there's news all over the place. It's up to you to discern what you believe and what you don't believe, and you're not right or wrong in that situation. It's your opinion. But be prepared and know how you're going to respond in any situation. And how you respond isn't wrong either. It's right for you, and it can be right for other people, and it may save other people. So, just a short message to be a humanitarian in a time of emergency or crisis or an event. You know, um, other people need it, and you may need it too. So, just stay calm. Everything's going to be just fine. Have an amazing day.